Hi everyone and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today we are doing our April 2024 horoscopes, and this pile is going to be for Pisces. So welcome. So for today's reading, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at the general energy of your month. We're then going to look at potential challenges or lessons to be learned, and then we'll also be looking at things that are going well for you at this time. So we're going to do that. We're going to pull some advice cards. We're going to pull some words of encouragement, some tea leaf cards for some additional messages, and go from there. So without further ado, let's get into your reading, Pisces. So, alrighty. So as I'm shuffling up your cards here, I do want to just put out a quick reminder. I do have a yearly horoscope reading for each sign, and I'm going to have Pisces linked here at the end of this video. So if you want, you guys can go look at that video as it has additional messages for each month of the year, as some just general things that are potentially coming for you and the such. So if you're interested, please go and watch. If not, that's all right too. So yeah, oh my gosh. These cards do not want to shuffle. I'm just going to try it one more time, and then we'll get into it. Oh, much better. Okay. Okay. So let's see what's coming up for you in your month of April. So, oh, Nelly. All right. So for my Pisces this month, it feels like there is some conflict to brewing between you and a group of other people. Not even a group of other people, but someone else. So the Five of Wands is all about kind of standing your ground, but also pushing back because you've been pushed a couple times. Too many. So feels like here in the month of April, like there's definitely a standing your ground, standing up for yourself type of vibe, where I think you have been pushed around quite a bit leading up to it. And it's now like, okay, you want to go? You pushed me to my breaking point. It's time to. There's some fighting words of brewing, is what it feels like. Yeah. Ooh. So this could be with coworkers, this could be with friends. For a majority of you, I'm feeling this is more like a friend group. And then the other part of it, I am feeling a little bit of there's some conflict at work. So yeah, this is feeling like some friends are behaving badly or haven't treated you well is the vibe I'm getting here. Okay, so what's the challenge here? Oh no. So so the challenge here, I think, is for a couple of you, for a few of you. I'm definitely feeling that within this essentially this fight, the challenge here is kind of getting over, I think, not being treated well quite a bit, or there's some like a toxicity or yeah, just some really bad toxicity. Oh my goodness gracious. This feels similar to Aquarius's pile. Oh goodness. But so for some of you, if this, and I'm getting, this is the imagery that comes to my head. So for those of you who, so say you have a really shitty friend. Let's just go with this example. A shitty friend who has essentially like makes fun of you, doesn't treat you well, doesn't respect your time, kind of asks you for money but never pays you back. And like I'm going with like maybe some worst case scenario type of things here. And it's like, this is like the challenge. It's like, there's this person who's been revolving around you for a really long time. And it's like, I don't know if you're emotionally attached to this person anymore, but it feels like there was an attachment or a sense of obligation at one point in time. And it's like, I just want you to be good. I just want you to be better. And it's like, you're breaking free of like the chains here that this individual had on you, whether that be in a romantic sense, whether that be in a friendship sense, whether that be in a any type of relationship sense. Just an example. And it feels like this person has kind of finally pushed your buttons one too many times. And it's like, you told me you were going to change last time. You aren't changing. And now you're ready to fight. Because it's like, yeah, you're ready to fight. It feels like this is a fight. This is the battle. This is like, you say this and then you don't do this. You say this and then you do that. And it's like, when are you going to get your story straight, or are you not going to get your story straight? And this is like the energy, like, you're feeling like, also like with this Five of Wands energy, it's like you're upset. You're upsetty spaghetti with other people around you, because it's like, you've been treating me horribly. Like, all this negativity is like, you're trying to bring yourself out of this negativity around you, and like, you're doing a really good job of it, it feels like, but people keep trying to drag you back down, and then like, you keep dragging yourself out, and then you drag yourself back down, or you get dragged back down, then you pull yourself up, and then you're back down, and then you're up, and then you're down, and then you're up, and it feels like a cycle a little bit, and you're like, I'm done with this cycle, leave me alone, is what it really feels like. Yeah, I don't, yeah. And for those of you who just have like friends who you're like, I don't want to hang out with them anymore, but like, they keep dragging you out to do things, and it's like, well, I don't like what they're doing, so the thing is just like, or they like drag you, or they like make fun of your stuff, like, it just feels like this is a really toxic, not a toxic cycle, but it feels like this is like a toxic environment that you're just like, I've had enough of it, leave me alone, leave me out of it. And this, for some people, I feel like this would be like, if you remember like how people, like when bullies, the people who get bullied in school, and then it's finally when it's like they've been pushed around enough that they finally punch back at the bully, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, they punched back, and it's like, no shit, Sherlock. And that's kind of, it feels like, where you're at in this month of April, where it's like, I'm ready to fight, I'm ready to like just be done, and people just need to leave me alone, you've pushed me enough, and this, that, and the other thing. Okay, so what's going for you? The Five of Swords. You give no shits anymore. You're like, I'll fight, I'll win. I don't care who I have to cross. I will win at any cost. Or it's like, I've lost, and now it's like, I'll win at any cost at this point. So like, the Five of Swords is always like, okay, so you're winning, but at what cost? And it's like, I don't, like that, you're just like, it's like, the I don't give a damn button has been broken, and you've now brought out the person that you never wanted to see, because when this person comes out, I'm happy and nice and everyone likes me, and now I'm just gonna be a complete and utter bitch, and no one is going to like me, and I hope you are ready for this. Oh, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Okay, so that's where I'm feeling like your give a damn button is gone. And that's a good thing, because you're getting out of this really nasty cycle here in April that has been like dragging you down. It's like, no more, I'm done. You're fighting back against it, and I think once you fight back against it, everyone's like, oh shit, they're fighting back. We pushed them. Nope, we pushed them too far. And it's like, well, no, not now. The dam broken. They're SOL. Okay. So I'm going to pull an advice card here. So let's pull an advice card for you. We have Hummingbird, be here now. Yep. So this has been a popular card today. So for the be here now, so when the advice is, when shit hits the fan, or when mean to you, just give it right back to them in that moment, because it's like they won't. One, they aren't going to be expecting it. I know I'm giving some interesting advice here. With it's like with the be here now, it's all about, you can go like after it happens, you can sit and stew, but in the moment, I want you to embrace the Aryan energy that we are in the month of April, and it is react and don't think. In this type of situation, react and don't think. Just react. Don't think. Just do. That is kind of that's like the advice that I'm getting from it. It's like, react, don't think, just do. Because and I hate saying this, because it's like, as an Aries myself, this is an impulse I've had to curb time and time and time and time again, where it's like, I want to say something, I want to do something, but I won't, because I'm trying to be a bigger person. And in this case, what I'm feeling is, you've been the bigger person this entire time. They have not changed. They have not done anything. They are still the same person, or the place or situation, and nothing's changing. So what I'm seeing here is just let her rip. Let her rip. You've been reserved. You've been stewing. Let the anger out at the people who deserve it, or the people that it's directed at. Because maybe in a month or two from now, the anger that you've had built up is going to go off on the wrong person. And I don't know if you want that to happen. I know it's like, I shouldn't be encouraging people to fight, but I'm like, I'm not encouraging anyone to fight. I'm encouraging people to let individuals know that there are consequences to their actions, that like, you can push someone, you can push someone, you can push someone. And at the end of the day, like, what are you going to do when someone keeps pushing you and pushing you and pushing you? Eventually, someone's going to push back. And people are, in my head, I'm hearing the F around and find out, man. F around and find out. You really want, okay, and that's what I'm getting at. It's like, this is so, for the people who are watching this, my Pisces, like, I'm feeling a lot of anger. Like, when I mean anger, I mean, like, this isn't the type of anger I have, but it's like a different type of anger, where like my anger is explosive as an Aries. It's like fiery, big, passionate, like you can't, it's like I feel it in my chest where I'm that, like when I get angry. Here, this anger is like, it's below my lungs. And it's like a quiet, it's not quiet, it's a still anger. And that still anger, it reminds me of like the scorpion tail, where it's like, it sits, it waits, it's very, very still, and then it shoots out really quickly, and then like it's over. Like, that's the type of anger I'm feeling. It's like this still, oh boy, I don't know how I like this. It's weird, man. It's weird. But like, I'm feeling a ton of anger, and it's like this still anger that's been like, it's not bubbling. This isn't a bubbling type of anger. This is like the anger that is like, it's like you're just sitting there minding your own business, sipping your tea, and then all of a sudden someone comes in, says one wrong move, and then all of a sudden they're in a chokehold type of energy. Like, that's what I'm feeling here. And my dears, let this anger like go and dissipate, and have it be in a healthy manner, not in a I'm going to beat the living heck out of you manner because I just snapped one day. Like, that's what this is feeling like. And I don't want you getting in trouble. I don't want anyone getting in trouble. I just want us to deal with our anger and our anger or our frustrations in a healthy manner. We don't need to keep bottling it up, bottling it up, bottling it up. So that's my 2 cents here. Some words of encouragement. Take inspired action. Oh gosh. So I shuffled, I cut. I don't know, man. What I'm seeing here is a lot of action, taking action, and I do see that this is something that's very, very. It's happening, and it's like a spur of the moment thing where it's just like a spur of the moment. You just snap or break, and it's like you're taking inspired action. You're being here now. It's like a quick flurry of like, don't think. I didn't think. I just acted. Oh goodness gracious. And it's not planned. It's just, it feels so spur of the moment type of energy here. So for those of you that like kind of know exactly what this situation is, go for it. Just be careful and don't harm anyone in the process. Please and thank you. Like, we don't need anyone going, I don't want anyone getting like legal involved. We don't need the law enforcement. We don't need people going to hospitals or anything. But like, essentially it's, you're in a toxic environment, just get the heck out, man. And you're ready to fight is what this feels like, in my personal opinion. Okay, so let's take a look at your tea leaf cards. We have Mule. Someone's extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Lily, spiritual love. Man, dealings or relationship with a man. And Money Path, a path of money is waiting for you to find it. Interesting. So for some of you, if you're kind of like feeling stuck or just not in a good like essentially, or if you're feeling stuck where you're at, whether that's with a man or within love or with another person who's just being very, very stubborn, like you feel like you haven't been progressing how you would have liked in like your career or finances or within love or your personal relationships or professional relationships. It feels like there's definitely something like this situation has been holding you back in some way, shape, or form, and getting past this situation leads to positive change that feels like you are unsticking yourself from a situation, person, place, or thing that just isn't serving you at this point in time. So with all the fighting cards, which is wild to me, be in the here and now is kind of the big thing. It's like when someone pushes you down, and they've been pushing you down for years, it feels like in some cases. Like, it's like your give a damn is busted. It's like, oh, what's that song? Not give a damn's busted. I forget if it's Gretchen Wilson or Shania Twain, but the give a damn is busted. And that song's been running through my head, and it's like, oh boy, you're at that point. And I don't want to be on the receiving end of that. So, if just be careful. But also, I do feel that this person that like it's just also try and direct it at the person. If this is the person who's been doing it, I mean, try and make sure that we aren't directing it at people who aren't like, this isn't the intended target. Because this energy feels dangerous. It feels quite nasty. It feels dangerous is what I'll kind of go with. And when I say dangerous, I mean the energy is so very like, if someone gets caught in the crosshairs, like this could, I'm just gonna say the trauma, lots and lots of trauma is what it feels like could happen. So just try, if we're going to, which I think at this point the advice is let her have it or let them have it. Just make sure it's directed at the person that it's supposed to be directed at, and try and keep as many people out of the crosshairs as possible. So I don't think I can say till I'm blue in the face. Like, sometimes you just need to let it go, and I think at this the letting go is no longer an option for a lot. Is no longer an option. Point blank. Period. And now we're at the point of, this is enough is enough. I'm not going to take this anymore. So that's what I'm seeing here for you guys, Pisces. I wish you the best of luck in your endeavors in trying to and standing up for yourself. So thank you so very much for watching. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button down below. If you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button. And let me know your situation down below if you feel so inclined to. So thank you so much again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!